So you have some money in the bank and you're thinking about investing, but you don't know where. Stick around with this video and I'll let you know the best place to start investing as an expat here in Germany or in general. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Martin. I make videos about my life in Germany, photography, tech stuff, and any other things that pop into my head, such as this video. Today I'm going to show you the best place to start investing money that is secure, it has high rates of return, and it's easy to use. So the place I'm talking about is Mintos. I discovered it last year around December, and since I'm a good test engineer, I've been testing it for almost a year now. To be honest, I'm astonished how easy it is to work with, and the percentage of the return I'm keeping right now. Basically, my tests involved in putting 100 euros, that's the minimum you can put inside Mintos, and setting up the automated bot to auto-invest everything, and I've been keeping up almost an 11% annual return, so that's quite good, especially when you keep in mind that it's fully automated. So what is Mintos? Mintos is a peer-to-peer lending platform. Basically, you finance small loans. There are actually some that are not so small, but you can decide which ones you would like to invest in. There are car loans, personal loans, business loans, all kinds of loans. It also supports different types of currency, so you can choose the currency you're using in your country. Like for example, here in Germany we use euros. I invest only into loans which are using euros, so I can skip the currency transfer taxes. Even if you're not using the buyback guarantee, you can minimize the risk of your investments. You can invest as low as 10 euros per loan, so you can choose that way. What I've done is I invest between 10 and 15 euros per loan and try to diversify as much as possible. Even though there is buyback guarantee, most of the times that means you won't get any interest on the money you've invested, even though you get your money back. You get daily updates on how things are going via email. Also, a cool feature with Mintos is having this automated tax declaration document in a lot of different languages. You can just click one time and it auto generates this. This is really helpful for me here in Germany, because if I have to provide some documents in another language, most likely I'll have to deal with translators and legalizing stuff like that. And I can automatically export the file in German and just provide it to my accountant at the end of the year when I make my yearly tax declaration. Also, a cool thing here in Germany is, as far as I've understood it, if you earn up to 800 euros from investments, you don't have to pay taxes on that. So this is another bonus. 800 euros is a good amount of money from just money sitting around instead of your bank account in Mintos. One tip here, at least is what I've done, is because I wanted to test how quickly I can unblock the money that I've invested, because you never know especially if you're investing a bigger amount of money, you would most likely want to have it available if needed. So what I've done is I've set up the automated investment bot to invest in loans not longer than 4 months. So basically, if I invest a large amount of money, worst case, I can get a loan from a friend or someone until I free up in the next 4 months the money that's blocked by current investments. You can always also sell your investments directly. There is a secondary market, but I would assume, I haven't done this actually, but I would assume that most of the times you would be selling at a loss. But if it's really that important for you to unlock the money ASAP, that's a way to go as well. By the way, if you're thinking of joining Mintos, make sure to use the link that's in the description. This will give you a varying bonus depending on how much money you put as your first investment into Mintos. The lowest you can go is 100 euros and you will get somewhere between 3 and 5 euros bonus. So why not use the link? So according to Mintos statistics, one in every 4 people that join Mintos is through this referral program, and they've already paid €500,000 in referral bonuses to both sides. So why not take advantage of it? So now we're gonna jump in to Mintos. I will show you around. I will show you some of my statistics so you can get a feeling of how things went through this past 10 months and if Mintos is the thing for you to start investing in. Okay, so this is the main page of Mintos. You can see your account balance over here. You can see your net annual return. You can also see how many investments in which states they are. So I started with €100 and you can see I have €113 right now in total. What I've done is everything that I've received as interest, I've reinvested back. What's interesting here, and the biggest selling point for me to further invest into Mintos, by the way, I still haven't invested more money into Mintos just so I don't screw up the statistics, because I wanted to make this video first. From now on, I will actually start investing more money into this. So if you're interested into getting more info and updates on how things are going with Mintos, let me know down in the comments. So yeah, what's interesting here is this part, bad debt. Basically, you can see for the past 10 months nothing, and that is because every single investment is with a buyback guarantee. You can see I also have late payment fees, not so much. Usually what I've seen is if they're really late on payments, the buyback guarantee just activates and you just get your money back. But there are some cases where I actually get my money back from the buyback guarantee, as well as a late payment fee and interest, which is a bonus. You can see here the total profit is €8.14 from $100. So sorry, 105, because I got €5 bonus when I signed up, because I used the link from a friend. You can also check your status of your investments over here, the total number of your investments, how many are in a normal state, how many are late, and how much they are late. So basically, if it passes after this point, if it passes after this 60+ days late, it automatically is refunded. One of the reasons why I'm keeping a 10.5% net annual return is because of those buyback loans, which do not bring any interest. I'm gonna show you now. So if you go over here on invest and auto invest, here is the automated investment bot. So basically what you can say here is from where to start in terms of interest rates, how long, and what is the range you want to invest in each one. You can also limit your portfolio to a certain size, for example. So to say, okay, I've invested X amount of money, and once this money makes a certain amount that will be reinvested, I will start cashing in on my profit every time. So do not reinvest this amount of money above this point. So my investments, you can go here. Let me show you everything. Basically, you can go on to status and select every single one. So these are all my, no, these aren't all my, so let's see. Yeah, so now we have all of the investments over here. You can keep track of them, how many days, months, or whatever is left from them to be paid out, how much you've received, and how much is left for you to receive from your initial investment. You can check your initial investment over here as well. And you have an estimated next payment, as well as a date for the next payment. Since the minimum amount you can invest is €10, 10 euros are pretty much quickly generated. As soon as the invest bot checks that you have more than 10 euros, it can automatically reinvest this money without basically losing time, because time at the end of the day with investments is really important to maximize your profit. So you can see that the average weighted interest is almost 1% higher, and just having a 1% loss due to the buyback is a pretty sustainable investment in my eyes. You don't need to you're not losing in any ways money. The only way you can lose money is if Mintos goes fully bankrupt, but I can say that this can be seen coming if this is going to happen. Hopefully it's not going to happen soon, but what I've seen in the past 10 months, because Mintos is also sending monthly updates on how the company is going. Basically, they're growing right now, and it seems that they would continue to grow in the near future as well. Here you can also check the percentage of different types of loans you have, like short-term loans. I have car loans and as well as personal loans. What I've seen that the personal loans are the ones that are keeping the highest interest rates and the shortest return times. So if we go down here, right now we don't have that many. And I think it's just a calendar haul where people are not spending that much in this time of the year. So currently I don't have many loans invested, as well as high percentage loans. But we're gonna get in a second to the already finished loans, so you can see what kind of interest rates they had. For example, you can see short-term loans keep an 11%. There is a personal loan 14.5%. You get a summary below how much money is invested, how much is received, and how much is outstanding. This number over here is a bit higher than what I've had in the overview. This is because this includes also money that I got back and reinvested. This is a total investment from all the loans, counting as well reinvested money. So if you go up here to finished investments, you can check what was going on in your account prior. So initially I started with some manually selected loans. I wanted to see what was the difference between when you do it manually and when you do it automated. To be fair, doing it manually, it's a lot of work, and the automated bot makes things easier and okay. So you can see the first investments over here. These were manual. I chose basically loans that I thought were okay, but to be fair, these interest rates are not that appealing. As soon as I start using the invest bot, how things change. You can see the percentage going up to 15%, 17%. And you can also check whether you received payments or not. So that means if there is a buyback or not. How you can see that is you can see your initial investment. For example, here we have 10 euros 69 cents. I got 10 euros 69 cents. This was a buyback, obviously, so I didn't earn anything. But for example, on the next one, that's again 14.5%. I invested 10 euros 69. I got 10 euros 89. You can always click and go into further details on your loans here. So okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. This is in Albania. Payment scheduled. Okay, so this guy was late, but obviously there were some payments, so I got some interest on this loan, and then there was a buyback. So I guess this is one of the reasons. So I guess this is one example of having a buyback and earning money from this. Maybe we should pick another one that was successfully finished. So for example, let's go with the first one, which I know definitely was successfully finished because I was following each investment at that point. I invested 25 euros and I got 25.58. This was from one of the manual ones. You can see this was a car loan. The loan amount was 1,000 euros and it was finished prematurely. Okay. So the guy was a male, 45 years. You get a lot of details here. He bought a Ford Focus, 2003. The car was evaluated more than the loan. You have payment schedules, paid. Everything is paid, and this was prematurely closed. I think this was just an error thing because of last payments, and I'm not sure what happened exactly here, but basically it's closed. Maybe they ran out of time before they can officially process the fact that this is officially closed. You can always go to invest and search the primary market. This is where you can find the buyback. So basically what I do if I'm going to invest manually is I click here on euros because I don't want taxes for switching between different currencies. And the next thing I choose is buyback guarantee over here. Yes. So if you see this shield over here next to the invest, that means that there is a buyback guarantee. And this is the general info that you get. This loan comes with a buyback guarantee. The loan will be bought back from investors if it becomes 60 or more days delinquent. You can see some statistics, general statistics on the loan itself, on the borrower APR if you're interested in such stuff. And you can see the interest rate over here. You can always choose the loan, go inside, you can get a lot of info. So this is a 45-year-old female from Lithuania, and she wants a personal loan. We have a payment schedule, so she wants it for initial term is 59 months, 27 days. So basically she started already with this loan. You can actually invest here as well. You can join loans in the middle. You don't always have to join in the beginning before they start paying. At the end of the day, what's interesting for me is the percentage over here, how much I got from interest, in my total profit, as well as the daily emails I get from Mintos just to see how things are going. I'm gonna show you some emails right now. So here is a typical email from Mintos. You have opening balance, you have interest income on rebuy, you have interest principal rebuy, and your closing balance. On the next day, I got an email stating that this amount was already invested as soon as the bot saw it. So this is okay for me. You get some general information on your net annual return and total profit, which, as I said, this is the most interesting part for me. So yeah, this is about Mintos. If you have any questions or you want me to make further videos on this topic, going more into details, let me know down in the comments. As well as a reminder, if you're going to register into Mintos and start investing, make sure to use the link in the description. This will benefit both you and me. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to any questions you might have, and see you on my other videos. Bye guys!